My name's Keenan and I'm a managing consultant here at Finatal. Before I joined Finatal, I'd moved to London and I started in a sales role at a content media marketing business. I always knew that I wanted to join sales. I always knew that I wanted to be in an industry where you were client facing, closing deals and earning commission essentially. But I didn't know what that quite looked like. Did my first year in sales and actually realised that that particular business wasn't for me. And then I was actually called by a recruiter and he said, have you ever thought of doing recruitment? I thought no. And actually he just said, I've got a really good business for you. Do you want to go down and meet though? That's what I did. I don't think I had a real understanding of what recruitment was and where it could take me. So I was very much going on two things: the possibilities of Finatal, actually the commission structure. I'd seen people in the business that were fairly young and doing really, really well. For example, at the time, my manager, I think, was 26 or 27 and she was head of practice. And I thought, wow, actually there's some really good career progression. And secondly, and probably most importantly, was definitely the people that I met when I was interviewing. I very much thought that these are people that I want to work with. I think what surprised me most about Finatal was how lovely everyone is and how willing to help everyone is. We have an open desk, an open Salesforce situation here. And actually we are sat next to the managing directors, we're sat next to the CEO. And actually it's a very collaborative environment. And coming from a sales background, I didn't realise how collaborative something like recruitment could be. And actually it's probably one of the reasons why Finatal is so successful, is actually we want everyone to succeed here. The experience was really good. Like I said, I had no understanding of what recruitment was. I probably came in with not really a clue of what to expect, but there was lots of structured training sessions, lots of one-to-ones, and actually everyone was really open for me pulling them for an extra 30 minutes if I didn't quite understand one or two things. So yeah, it was really, really good. And also you have that initial kind of 4 to 6 week training period, but then continuously throughout the year, we do like training blocks. So actually even now, I've been here for 2.5 years, I will still go to training blocks just to refresh on some certain skills. Yeah, so first 6 months, it was really, really good. However, to start with, the initial kind of 4 to 6 weeks, even though the training was brilliant, it's difficult. I came into a new environment that I'd never been in before, to a different sector, a new industry. So I was learning on the go. So definitely had to have a lot of kind of mental determination and mental grit for the first kind of 4 to 6 weeks, I'd say. But then following on from that, just went from strength to strength. My managers were really, really supportive. I was given the opportunity to work on quite a few high profile, positions from the get-go with my managers, which really gave me some momentum, and obviously momentum builds momentum. And actually I was really fortunate enough to be chosen to go on the, annual work trip to Germany, out to our Frankfurt office within my first 6 months, which was brilliant and a really excellent experience. And then actually by the 7th month, I was actually asked if I would be interested in taking someone on. So yeah, at the start, very much like mental grit and determination and figuring things out. But then through support of my managers, just went from strength to strength and got stuck on in the deep end. My role day to day, it differs quite a lot. It depends on workload. But what I would usually say is there's a lot of client facing time, so probably meeting 1 to 2 clients per day, hopefully over a coffee, but if not, obviously over Teams. Then what it looks like is, depending on my different roles that I have, I'm talking to different candidates, I'm meeting candidates, I'm screening candidates, and then actually figuring out if they're a match for position, and then at the same time doing a lot of external outbound work with clients and hoping to bring on board new people. But it's very chatty, like always chatting to people. So yeah. So personally, from a billing standpoint, success to me is bringing in good candidates, bringing in good clients, aligning up the right people, and actually having a successful long-term relationship with candidates and clients, and hopefully a good long contract. Success to me on a management point of view is seeing my team do well, seeing my team bring in some really good clients, seeing my team work with some senior stakeholders, and actually seeing them progress throughout the business and pushing for promotion and actually earning some good commission checks too. I think what's most motivating at Finatal is having the ability to work with some really senior stakeholders, both internally and externally. And actually, I really want to do well for myself, for the business. I want to work with, our senior partner and do a good job and be someone that he can rely on. And actually, because we have the open forum, once you do start working with senior stakeholders, they want to work with you again. And that kind of, to me, is a sign that I'm doing well at my job and being successful. I would say that my experience here at Finatal has been nothing but positive. There are really tough times in recruitment, but I think Finatal is a really excellent place where you can, collaborate, reach out to people. It's really, really supportive, and I'm always learning. So, when I look back at when I started 2.5 years ago, I'm a completely different person, and that is all down to everything that Finatal's taught me. So it's been really, really positive. I've had the ability to learn every single day, work with some amazing stakeholders, both internally and externally. And actually, at my age, that's not a lot. I'm doing a lot of things that people wouldn't even consider doing until they're a bit older. So yeah, it's been really good.